Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome back to Kip Demos, and this is Kip Demos Green Stream. Set my timer for 30 minutes, so this is the second episode of me playing the demo of my own game that I've been developing called Green Stream. And in the last episode, we explored what we could of this ossuary area. We explored most of the dunes here, and ran into a dream denizen down here who had been transformed into a horrible beast. By listening to him ramble about something to do with the end of days or something, he was awoken from the dream. So sometimes we have to fight people to wake them up from the dream, and sometimes we just have to speak with them. We're gonna go ahead and not speak to this writhing, wriggling worm over here, because I know for a fact that's a battle we're probably not prepared for yet. But I do know of a way to get prepared for it. In fact, it's inside of that crypt there, but we're gonna see what this minister down here has to say first. And there's some treasure in these refrigerators we can pick up. Frost housecoat. From deep, examine well. From deep within the well, you hear indistinct whispering. Minister. Excuse me, sir, I've been wandering these here dunes for 40 days and 40 nights. I've been in a perpetual state of prayer and fasting. The things I've seen out here, monstrosities, abominations of dogma, faith, and even the Holy Scriptures. I'd love to know they came into view by something so reasonable as hallucinating. I'm in a bad way. I keep hearing Miss Rose, the Sunday pianist, humming along to the good old songs of days gone by. She would always distract me like that, humming along while she felt each of them keys like they was flesh and blood. The way she'd slide across the wooden piano bench, how the wooden parts would hold her, minister to her. I suppose I've been jealous of some silly piano keys and planks of wood. But now I could never hold her quite the same. Piano keys and benches are instruments of precision. As a faith man myself, precision was what I lacked. I never had been much to rely on for. I can rely on the precise memory of when Miss Rose walked out on me. I was in that hot, stuffy motel room in the Arizona desert. Hey you, octopus thing! You even listening? There's sand kicking up in my eyes. Miss Rose, I still hear you all these years gone by. I suppose centuries have passed by now. All this sand has eroded my face. Will she even recognize me? And we obtained the memory of nostalgia. You can access memories from mysteries in your stuff. Choose who to enhance carefully. This is a 1 hero boost. And we found a rattan cane. Let's take a look at Let's take a look at this memory we just found. The memory of nostalgia increases mastery. And we haven't really fought much with Rosemary, so we're not really sure what her fighting style is. Let's just go ahead and give it to Kip. I don't think that's a bad idea. And what else did we get? A rattan cane. From Korpun.com, Malaysia's Islamic law allows caning of Muslim women. First woman to be caned for drinking alcohol. It's an incomplete sentence. Frost housecoat. This housecoat is formed from layers of flash frozen frost. Dry ice steam rises from the garment. Let's see what we can equip for Rosemary here. Gussy on up. Oh, nice. And are we at the max for... yeah, alright. You know, I'm definitely the type of person who, in many RPGs, finds it difficult to use items because I'm an item hoarder. And I've certainly seen a lot of you friends be item hoarders when you playtest this, but for sure, you know, those items are made to use, and it'll certainly make that sheep easier, if you know what I mean. Let's talk to this flower thing. Man is a microcosm. Bisque is the name of this flower. Man is a microcosm to act as an intermediary in the macrocosm. Progress. Do you remember? Testing. Pushing boundaries. We were 10. Parents were out. I was wearing that yellow sundress Mom told me to save for special occasions. My cheeks were so red and I had that look in my eye. Let's test boundaries. Uncle was watching us that night. Sister, brother running, screaming, caffeinated. I slipped running barefoot around the corner, busted my lip on the counter, red on that yellow sundress, but that look, that glint in my eye was still there, and you laughed when I took off my dress. I told you to take off your pants, then shirt, my panties, your briefs, the red in my cheeks was everywhere then. You smiled. Uncle was furious, wild look in his eyes, face red, red, so red. Man was created in God's image to act as an instrument. Man is a microcosm to act as an intermediary in the macrocosm. Progress. Do you remember? Testing, pushing boundaries. We were 10. Parents were out. I was wearing that yellow sundress Mom told me to save for special occasions. My cheeks were so red and I had that look in my eye. Let's test boundaries. Uncle was watching us that night. Sister and brother running, screaming, caffeinated. I slipped running barefoot around that corner, busted my lip on the counter, red on that yellow sundress, but that look, that glint in my eye was still there, and you laughed when I took off my dress. I told you to take off your pants then. Shirt, my panties, your briefs, the red in my cheeks was everywhere then. You smiled. Uncle was furious, wild look in his eyes, face red, red, so red. Do you remember that? Red, so red. Do you remember? Took us into the den. We were naked, trembling, held a flashlight to our privates, forced us to look at each other. Filthy, vile, perverse, sick. Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed now? Look at her, look at him. Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed now? Malkuth, the physical kingdom, principle of forms, harmony of the world, essence of all other Sephiroth. That look never came back to my eyes. Do you even remember it? The red in my cheeks was just blood anyway. Body as container, body as receptacle. Some think to gods with a yellow sundress, some think to be ashamed of. Man was created in God's image. I wonder if God ever feels ashamed. Yes, yes, I imagine he does. Whew. Take a little drink of water there. Obtain the memory of serendipity. You can access memories from the mysteries in your stuff. Choose who to enhance carefully. This is a 1 hero boost. The memory of serendipity increases max moxie. Looks like Rosemary has less than Kip does, so let's, yeah, let's, I feel like that was a good choice. And with that, I have one more little... Oh, well, let's take a look and see what we've uncovered on the map so far. Alright, so once we've been to a screen on the map, once we've been to one of the question mark boxes, it's cleared for us whenever we go talk to Scobie. So that is indicative of where we've been so far. Okay. So since there's a square on the map where this building is, let's take a look. It doesn't look like there's anything here, but for those who are observant and notice the patterns in the sand there, and these walls are kind of butted up against each other, interestingly, so let's take a look at them. Yeah, let's examine the wall. Okay, yeah. Well, that's certainly a little secret there. Wait, is this oh, leave the Hansadun script? No, let's stay here. Let's talk to this, what is it, a two-headed dog? Pilgrimage. Silently, I thought, this might not be it, but it's pretty close. Oh, their name is Chimayo. I mean, I was silent. You were jabbering on like usual. Bet this, Bernadette that. We were driving to Phoenix late at night or early in the morning. To keep me from falling asleep, you sang that song. I remember the very first time you ever sang it. Got me singing it. At that party. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I... And I would turn my head casually and sing, like you, instead of the other, because really, how could we know? It was scary. So you prattled on and sang that song, and silently I thought, this might not be it, but it's pretty close. Priest. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please! Well, and of course we got lost, and of course you made me ask for directions. Who would have known? 7-Eleven. A 7-Eleven in the middle of the Arizona desert in the middle of the night. You stayed in the car and I ran in and talked to him. We hadn't seen each other in 4 years, and here he was at this 7-Eleven in the middle of the Arizona desert. Who would have thought? My ex-boyfriend. Asking him for directions with only 2 things on my mind. Wondering, trying to figure out how seeing my ex-boyfriend made me... How could I feel something so strongly in the car with you and then stop feeling it completely and thinking it was gone for good? And on repeat, your voice singing. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please! Prophecy. And how you touched my arm and said, just ignore them. I walked back to the car and we got back on the road. You were still singing. I still remember that night, in bed with you. The skin on your back was so soft. And you sang to me, "You'll never know, dear, how much I love you." I never believed you. I never told you that, but how could I believe? You always laughed at my jokes and listened to my days and told me I looked good. I thought you were just so in love you would say anything to make me happy. And I hated that. I never knew I had such a vicious streak until you showed me kindness. Don't hold your hands like that. I was scared. Walk like a man. Scared that everyone might know what they already knew. Are you really gonna wear that? And when you danced, I swear someone overtook your body. And those kids, the ones who yelled, "Faggot!" And how you touched my arm and said, just ignore them. Fellowship. Each one through the door telling me how much spacier the living room was. And we parked the car and walked up to the place we had our first kiss. We walked for what seemed like forever. I thought we'd never make it at this or anything else. After I told you, you ran back to the car in tears and I hated myself for my cruelty. All of a sudden the desert was nothing more than a desert. Ugly. I'd seen a better desert on a postcard. And I collapsed and cried, and for once, I wasn't crying for me. I was crying for you. Because I hurt you. I brought you all the way to the desert to tell you I couldn't do it. And as I sobbed for you, I felt this strange sense of relief. Just knowing that I could feel so deeply for someone besides myself. Most of the furniture was yours, so it was gone that next week. Everyone began to arrive in nice clothes, each one through the door telling me how much spacier the living room was. Salvation. That song. I never knew there was a second verse to that song until you made me watch Beaches. The other night, dear, as I lie sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. But when I woke up, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Parade member recruited. The conflagrant deputy Chimayo has joined your parade. Chimayo is conscientious, can be scrupulous, and is sometimes peck-sniffish. Wow. Well, when I entered the Haunted Dunes crypt, I certainly was not expecting all of that to happen. Alright, I think we have explored all that we can explore to that direction. Oh, what's up here? Oh, I remember this. This is the little landmass jutting out over the black expanse over here that had this sparkle on it that we couldn't get to earlier. Novelty air horn found. Why don't we also do this? What assets does Chimayo have adorned? Oh, Chimayo can't have any accoutrements, but apparently he can have an apparatus. He has a Volks pistol, a German semi-automatic polymer frame pistol. VP... what does that mean? VP translates? The People's Pistol, and was first introduced in 1970. I'll have to take a look at that little typo there. Okay, and if we gussy up, he gets the, police self-loading pistol. Dang, well how does a two-headed dog handle a weapon? Well, I suppose, you know, how is a two-headed dog, right? Novelty air horn. No subtlety here. Also works on kids who don't want to wake up for school. Wakes an ally and invigorates maximum pep. And as we discussed last time, falling asleep in this dream world is tantamount to death, which is, I guess, what happens if you lose a battle. Chamois. I see also forest fires also. The floodline houses, sliding off the hills. Tidal, waves, kill thousands. Disease, aid, cancer, other disease. War bombs, of sudden death, earthquake, in the world, volcanoes, baby killer, kid killing kids in school, cocaine all, manner of dope, drug, robbery, rape, murder, suicide, divorce, broken home, car, thefts, the worst age. I seen in 80 years. Yes, the end is coming. What to do is, what to do is, what to do is. Yikes, that doesn't give me anxiety at all. The memory of sweet nothings is obtained. So let's take a look at the memory of sweet nothings. Increases efficacy. Wow. Chimayo has a lot of health and not a lot of moxie. Maybe Chimayo doesn't have... Well, I don't know. Sometimes in these games I tend to always boost my main. Assuming that we get to keep... Assuming that we get to keep green as our main. What is this? Lucky coin found. And that does what? Increases items and money gained from battle for a while. Well, sure. Why don't we go ahead and do that? I don't know what Mun's... I mean, we don't know what Mun's does yet. Examine impassable waist-high fence. Yep, it's impassable. So I know for a fact that in the non-demo version, there's no little fence post there, but I digress. Who are you? It's a dummy. Just because you don't feel the pain doesn't mean your little pixel avatar won't. Does your cruelty know no bounds? A little too reflexive there, dummy. Let's, why don't we empower ourselves to be more powerful? Oh, and we finally get to see what Rosemary and Chimayo have to offer. Launch Mayhem has been used against us before. Suck precious pep from the enemy's step, then reuse it for yourself. Let's do that. Well, I guess we don't need any pep right now, so let's zigzag, making the enemy forget who to target. Hopefully that works. And... Decoy copy. Conjures a decoy copy of yourself to protect you from damage. Yeah, let's do that. A calm mind reveals this dream foe to be biotic. Oh, that used all my moxie. Gosh dang, Chimayo does not have a lot of moxie for that. Okay, good, so that stuff works. You're a biotic foe? Oh, I don't have one. Well, you don't have one, but I might as well use a monsoon. Why not? And Rosemary can use... Oh! The radiation cloud is good against biotic foes. Let's do that. Chimayo does not have any pep or moxie, so let's just wallop. Why don't we? I mean, we have a gun. Oh, and it looks like Chimayo gets to attack twice in a row, since Chimayo is two-headed. two-bodied, or whatever you want to say. I used some pretty powerful, effective stuff. I believe maybe the dummies should be close to waking up. Yeah. Gift Parade woke the monster from the nightmare. We got some money and seraphinite. Just because you won't feel the ripping pain of being forced into ceasing to exist doesn't mean that I won't. You are sick. Alright, let's, Oh, I have this seraphinite. Did I use that other stuff for Moxie already? Well, Chimayo needs it. Do I need to heal anyone? No, we're okay. We're okay. Alright, here we go. Another signpost, eh? Looks like we're in a different area, too. Examine signpost. The text warps and waves, making it illegible. Somehow, though, you feel drawn to it. You close your eyes and suddenly you smell a taco truck. And you hear helicopters. And you find yourself in the dentist chair. Well, that got dark. Suddenly you smell a taco truck, and you hear helicopters, and you find yourself in the dentist chair. Alright, same sound as the last signpost, but what does it do? Alright, what do you have to say, Chiffon? Are all these nightmare skirmishes making you weary? Not to worry. All these assets you've been collecting can help make you stronger. Assets can be accessed from the menu by pressing X, whatever that means. These will make your parade stronger in skirmishes. Which I think we've been doing, right? Yeah. I mean, I might as well just go through and gussy up just to make sure. Okay. We should be as strong as we need to be. Aha! Okay, so I was right. This is how you get to this little peninsula that we couldn't reach earlier. Lime peel necklace found. I think that is for green, actually. Let's take a look. Green is the name of the octopus, although I have named Green Kip. Nope. This lime peel necklace boosts mastery and flair. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. And it looks like these tiles here are ice tiles. So it looks like we're in the ice domain, whatever that's called. Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon. But it's interesting that this ice domain is right next to the desert, which I think is right next to the shoreline. Alright, what is... Whoa! I need to figure out if that's where I want to go first. What's this way? Oh, hey, look at that! Payphone receiver found. Nope, it's not for you. Nope, not for you either. Dang, who's it for then? Payphone receiver. Gossip can cause lasting damage. Clubbing an opponent with a telephone receiver is also effective. Alright, well since we're down here, we can... Oh. Oh, looks like I found a secret hiding underneath that column. I say with feigned surprise, as if I didn't... As if I'm not the developer of this game. Yeah, I guess this, if we're... Yeah, this is the screen we were at before, so the tundra is right next to a beach of some kind. Artichoke leaf necklace found. We'll take a look at that in just a second. What's down this way? Machinen pistol? That sounds like a Chimayo, weapon to me. Metal spoon found. Short metal blade used by octopi for battle. Good for spoonin'. And then machine and pistol. Heckler and Koch universal machine pistol with Zeiss red dot sight and LLM-01 laser sight model. Armor piercing capabilities. Well, that sounds effective, right? Well, Gussie Green up and Gussie Chimayo up. Looks like we're getting little sneak peeks of some areas that are yet to come down there. And these tiles are ice tiles in the traditional way that, you know, a Pokemon game or something akin to that might have. Tiles that only let you travel in one direction whenever you're on them. Excellent little save point right over here. Wisp. Looking to add a green gemstone to your collection? It's always difficult to know all the stones and their color shades before making your choice. Some green gems have more brilliance than others, while other green gems have a more intense color, and the next may have a more delicate hue. Many of you ask us what the most important criteria for selecting the color of a green gemstone. Often lesser-known gems are overlooked, such as the Rio Grande Amethyst or Savorite. When we talk about green gemstones, we can't look past the star of all green gems, the emerald. But like all minerals, emeralds can be found in all different shades of green depending on their origins. Holy cow! You have a lot to say. We can't sell anything. Holy crap, I used my lucky coin, but I don't even have enough money to buy any of this stuff. Alright. So we'll come back whenever we have money. These stones represent the most balanced greens and the most perfect. All collectors and jewelry lovers will find excellent green gems. In this group, they can be worn equally well contrasted with pastel colors to bring out the power of their green, or with pink and red colors to accentuate their pure green. People with green eyes can wear these tones beautifully, bring out the color of their eyes, and of course for redheads, the effect is guaranteed. Holy guacamole. It's like going into an actual jewelry shop. And we found a balaclava. That's gotta be good, right? A rib-knit 3-hole balaclava allows us to protect the face against cold air or hinder recognition. Anyone want to wear that? Do you want to wear that? You don't have to always gussy up like I do, but, you know. Alright, I'm not feeling quite like myself right now. Engineer has beef. Well, we'll start with the leech then. And we will... That zigzag worked on that last foe. Conjure memories of ingesting alcohol to facilitate a psychosomatic inebriation response in foes. Alright, we'll inebriate the engineer. A calm mind reveals this dream foe to be voltaic. Dang it, inebriation didn't work. Dang it, leeches didn't work either? Alright, but at least engineer is zigzagging. Oh my gosh, did I just forget what type this foe is? I think the engineer is voltaic. So we'll use a blizzard. And then, I don't know, gaseous radiation cloud. And I don't have anything. I don't know, the guns seem pretty strong from Chimayo. Chimayo the gunslinger. Alright, and seems like we're doing some pretty okay damage. Let's keep that going with the stoic flourish, and then we'll try an electrical storm, and we'll keep... Why don't we keep shooting this dream monster with our dream gun? Aye. Is that a sentence I ever thought I would say out loud? Gift sprayed woke the monster from the nightmare, and we found seraphinite, which is good because that is expensive stuff. There is a man at the window. Aye. Emily Dickinson's hope is found. Ooh, look at that thing. That looks a little foreboding if you ask me. Something tells me that's going to be the crypt for this area. Like the Hansa Dunes crypt where we found Chimayo. And the Hamlet crypt, which was Rosemary's house. Gentle giant. Don't let my banal exterior fool you. I'm a ravenous, bloodthirsty demon who wants to injure you beyond salvation. Jeepers, man. You got beef? Let's leech it up. And zigzag ya. And shoot you with our dream gun. A calm mind reveals this dream foe to be phlegmatic. Okay. I know for a fact that Kip has a phlegmatic, that's something that's effective against phlegmatic, right? I don't know, I forget. Alright, so you're not doing that much damage against us, that's good. Oh no, I have a phlegmatic attack. Aha! Let's see if the biotic overgrowth flourish is stronger than Chimayo's guns. Oh yeah, it is. It's stronger than the guns, even, because it's the, you know, it's an advantage that, that they have over each other's elements. Alright. Nice. Oh, Gentle Giant says, I'll kill you and your family and your pets. Well then. That's one way to end a confrontation. And actually, it's good timing because it looks like my timer is done. That's 30 minutes for this episode. But since we're here, let's check the map that we've cleared so far. Help me, I'm trying to find this spot on my map. Do you know how to get to the Celadonian Tundra? So that must be where we are, the Celadonian Tundra. Wow. So it's taken us 2 episodes, but we've explored, you know, quite a bit of just the small, you know, these little zones that we've been in. Interestingly enough, it looks like the world of this game wraps around. So that'll be interesting when it comes to exploration. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Kip Demo's Green Stream, which is my game. I can't stand being lost. I feel so scared and anxious. I can't remember a time when I knew where I was. Oh. I have been and I will continue to be Kip Icon as long as you guys continue to what? Follow your drams. Bye!